He didn't do well against Fuudo. Let's see if he can get points against the other end. That's my theory anyway.
Right. And if you've seen like their team synergy and like winning interviews and overall performance over at Street Fighter League US, he's had a lot of confidence in his entire team to put anybody up there for the anchor spot to get these clutch W's. And it has happened before. He's openly mentioned it. He's like, you know what? I feel like this is a fully fledged team now. I have a lot more confidence to just kind of get the game started, get the party rolling, and just sit back and let my teammates rock.
In that phase, that's probably the safest and more strategical bet for Team Bandits. But obviously, with Team Rejects, well, it says it in the title, we reject everything but victory. They're going for the jugular right now. So, some people may think it's questionable, but Bandits know what they're doing by putting the captain up first here. And look, central figure for the team for me. The teammates talk about it, Caba, Booce, and Christine. Right. So if he can do it, maybe he does need to bring out the first of two antics. Because look, if you really think about it, outside SFL, we've been doing first to threes and first to fives all week.
That's right.
So maybe we need to rehash that old strategy of look, bring dirt to the boxing match, pocket sand, whatever you want it to be, bring it out and let's get the dub, you know?
Guessing and kind of coming up with comes to fruition from their side. It's just a matter of time now. Menard, can you get those first 10 points for the team? Or will Leshar force the World Championship out of you? There's so much possibility here. You could get those 10 points, get the ball rolling on the side of the Reject squad. I was getting a little scared because of the reverence. That silence creeps up on me every time. Little jump scare from Zerna. What's up, Jonas?
I think what's interesting for me is that Fuudo and Leshar might have a similar philosophy in this matchup. So maybe Menard might think that Leshar might not play that substantially different to what happened against Fuudo. Well, already a bad start.
You know, we're still going to get the air ball. Is that at, what, 90% or something? I think it only got punished once.
Fuudo blocked one. That's what I remember anyway.
That's right. No, you're right.
Damn, he's playing a lot more belligerent than he was before. Interesting. There you go. Nice big punish. Like that.
Leshar kind of has to rethink what his approach is going to be, or at least like what he's going to do to deter Menard from moving on forward. Damn, it drops a heavy punch. Again, just chipping away at the drive gauge against Leshar.
But this is what we spoke about before, right? He's not desperate to get out the corner. He's trying to find that window of opportunity here, even if it takes a while to get it, even if it doesn't give him the round. But Menard gets another throw. Is he going to try and bait something now? Good throw tech there from Leshar.
Oh, just a matter of time, too. He was waiting. He was on the prowl. Went for the OD airball yet again. Offensively, defensively, he'll still hit it, no matter what.
With a hook or by hook, we need the dub, but here comes the lightning beast once again. Nice little frame kill there. Before we pop out the plushie, let's see it. Oh no, he doesn't.
Not gonna go for that setup just yet. The perfect parry. The jump in punish. Yep.
Oh,
with the side switch and getting the uppercut as well. So clean from Leshar, draining away that level 2. Ineffective against him. Speaking of which, if it's not one level 2, it's the other. Bring him on up. The juggle, back-to-back flickers, and the uppers into the blitz. Perfectly orchestrated, forward throw, punish counter.
And then get the forward throw here. Menard turns himself pale once again. And the medium blitz will close out that round here. He took a big risk trying to turn things around there, Menard. But when you do that, you do half the work for your opponent. And that's where Leshar was able to capitalize. He's showing us why he's the gold finger.
Party started temporarily, I should say, for Menard. Leshar back into that pocket, being able to throw some of those flickers, temper some of those normals, immediate check on the jab, or on the drive rush, excuse me.
Oh, just in time, blocked. No activation just yet. And there is going to be a Psycho Cannon on the way, so we're going to go for a different conversion here to pop Menard into the corner. Lovely stuff there from Leshar.
Oh my God! An even better follow-up, getting the punish counter now. Frame kill on the spark.
Ooh. Oh, he walked under. I thought I was going to say cross-up, but Leshar knew the spacing. Great spatial awareness. But has he got the defense for this next sequence? Ooh.
They do score the burnout, but Leshar is just ever so elusive, man.
weighing it out here. Burn himself. He's just trying to fight his way back to make sure he expedite the recovery process here. He almost tried to check it. He almost got the check there, Vicious.
The forward roll, just about to hit the green. Leshar drive gauge, fully intact now. But back-to-back throws still. Menard taking chunks away. He was going straight back to the buffet. In the first game against Leshar, multiple throws, uncontested.
And there you see right there who immediately stepped up to the place to give him some words of wisdom. It was Fuudo, but you have to make sure when you're giving advice, it's got to be in sync with what the pilot is actually thinking about as well. Otherwise, it's going to make no sense.
The barrage incoming now, forward throw to start yet again from Menard. The control unit and overhead sneaking in from the drive rush.
Ooh, trying to get a frame trap there with that crouching medium kick on the delay there. The Labubu is still there for Blanka. Oh, now it's dissipated.
A lot of damage taken. Damn! I didn't actually think it was gonna hit. No way.
Oh,
no way.
Okay.
Even though if it was reversal timing, I just felt like it was too far. Menard said the exact same thing.
Kudos for the effort, though. I do like that because that is negative double digits.
Yeah,
the way he's on the ground, the hurt box and stuff like that, too many odds against him.
Yeah, but from max distance, rather difficult. It is kind of stunted when it comes to edge level 1. Oh wow. My God, the hit towards the end of it. The toenail dug right into the eyeballs of Ed. See that?
Man, his toenails gave him a new shape up. He gave him a new hairline. That's crazy.
They were trying to give Ed the same haircut as me.
Oh, no, fella.
That wasn't me this time. Oh, no. On the drive reversal, Menard doesn't. Bandits are on the board.
Immediate redemption here for Menard and Team Bandits. So they open up their points campaign in the grand finals of the SFL World Championships. And I think this is what's going back to what we were discussing before they started the match. I think they just needed to put some sort of points on the board, just to remember we can earn some points here.
Right. I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Damn, I have to go back.
Yeah.
It's been so long. But this is good because Christie, Ken loyalist, Shoto specialist, same with Daigo. He loves going up against, he admires Daigo and Tokido as well. He can rock with the best. You've seen it with Christie as well. So what better way than to do it here? And again, with the way he handled his route in the group stage for Capcom Cup with the double Guiles in a technically a bad matchup on paper, coming in and bringing that confidence in, that'll be looking good here for Christie. I do feel anyway. And this is important for both of these two, not just for their team, but for them individually. Obviously, we talk about Daigo's point record in the league. It hasn't been up to what his name and reputation boasts, but he is able to make a very big impact if he does that. Christie, he wants to do the same thing for Team Bandits. He believes he can do it. The 10 points will bring them closer to an equalizer. But we'll see how it goes. It will be
Damn, son.
the Dragon of the West going up against the Beast. We could never ask for a more exciting moment on the world stage.
Here we go. Game 1. Tatarian versus Daigo Umehara. Game versus Akuma. The first interruption against Chris with that stand jab to ring out from the side of Daigo. Crouching medium punches for fireballs. Kind of push away. And the fireballs again feel like much more effective on the side of Akuma.
Nice, he's just using the fireballs as a poke right now. Does a walk under and does get that light show. You can into a staggered medium punch and ending it with the Tatsu there as well. Got to be careful of the button press, but it will be a Dragon Last for the positional advantage here, Vicious.
True strike throw. Really awkward of an angle. The manual air dive kick narrowly missing the crouching heavy punch. Now, normally, Tatarian has found a lot of success by catching somebody jumping out of the corner with crouching heavy punch into the run-stop mix. It wasn't the case for Daigo. Having that in his utility, having that dive kick just threw him off. Not only just like the angle, but the timing.
The timing indeed, but he got a timing on that perfect parry there for the fireball, Christie, but it still finds him in a dangerous spot as he's trapped in the corner while Daigo throws out that heavy punch with malicious intent.
Lord almighty, what a check.
And he upgraded into an adamant flame, but still got some beefy damage there, and he should be able to find the closeout Get the hooker by Crook.
You are a monster. You are a monster. What a call.
I did say one of the deciding factors is he's got drive rush overhead, Ken don't. That's it. I think that's a big deal.
I was giving you the credit, brother. That was a phenomenal call. Daigo absolutely tearing apart Chris Tatarian's defense.
I want to know, I really want to know, because we've done this in SFL EU, you could hear the guys, and even in SFL, you could hear the guys talk to each other and see if they can apply the advice that was given to them. Because I can't hear them, I just need to see it through the gameplay. Let your gameplay do the talking for me.
Oh. Too much tit for tat when it comes to the trade-off in the normals. We get the forward throw now, Chris Tatarian. Side advantage, okay. Temporary advantage. Damn, the teleport on in there, does get the forward throw, perfect parry on the fireball, trying to inch his way in.
Trying to get that perfect parry there, just exchanging blows into a fireball, poking war. Before someone does a perfect parry, commit to a drive rush. There it is. There it is.
Kind of scary. We get the punish counter against the crouching medium punch attempt from Daigo, trying to tease bait Chris Tatarian. Oh, the frame trap?
Yeah. Oh, a little bit earlier, one frame earlier, and he would have got the whip punish there, but Daigo not going down unless he swings a little bit.
Charge fireballs, Chris Tatarian is not going to inch forward, but damn, finds the fears. Daigo just blocking right into it. In a moment where he thought he could have applied pressure, totally understandable. Very little drive gauge on the side of Chris Tatarian, but on the other end, he was absolutely ready for it.
Disciplined and great defense there from Chris to get that round, but Daigo, he's using one of the most versatile characters, one of the most nimble characters in the game, so if you beat him in one department, he'll surprise you in another.
Damn, back-to-back fears, forced to hold it.
Good, he didn't fall for the shin kick feint either. Fireball away.
Just within that mid-range, the fireballs to kind of deter Chris Tatarian. Any sort of movement, the drive rush. We talked about the Street Fighter 6 aspect. Daigo absolutely blowing it up.
No drive rush cancel. He tried to bait a drive reversal maybe there from Daigo. But Daigo's still close enough to get an adamant flame conversion and a big one at that. And I think Chris meticulously moved backwards to avoid the big damage. There's a throw.
Ooh. Damn, son. Firing right back with the overhead of his own. Off of the run. Yes, it is. Plenty of damage. The level 3. Firing right back is Chris Tatarian. One game apiece. How ironic that it was out for the overhead.
The fact that he committed to that as well, and yeah, you're right, it was ironic because he lost to an overhead as well. So I guess that might be the deciding factor between these two.
The manual overhead, huh? I like that. But no, it is a commitment. Very difficult to confirm off of that.
Yeah. Oh my. Hang on a minute. Heavy adamant flame, and we're going to chase him down here. Chris still hasn't woke up with a reversal yet, so he might have to hold it out for a little bit.
Do it one more time. We'll do another one. OD Dragon Punch. You asked for it, it eventually came true. And another!
Damn, okay. He really wants to go back to the neutral and play the footsie and fireball game, and Daigo is more than happy to comply.
So sick. You are not wrong about that.
He's coming. The Raging Demon is almost awakened here. And he's going to put an important 10 points on the board if he can do that. But Chris Tatarian has something else to say about it.
Now we're getting a little bit of the Jinrai mix. Shaving off just a little bit of health. Daigo trying to get a whip punish off of that standing short. But either way, that's this exact situation right here. Daigo slowly trying to push and bully Chris Tatarian with these full screen fireballs and gain that estate with that impressive walk that Akuma has. OD, he's not going to even fear what comes up after from Daigo.
But if that's the most damage Chris is getting in neutral and whatnot, I'm cool with it. Lovely bait there. Gets the grab on the DI. He might start to throw Luke Daigo. With dagger. He might need to spend that level 1. The Dragon Lash Flame will arrive. There you have it.
Yes, sir. Down to the wire, jammers. Final game, final round. Between the Dragon and the Beast.
I think Chris has got to be careful of an adamant flame that might come out if he's not careful. But other than that, these guys might keep it as respectable as can be.
It's keeping it weary though with the standing light kick, right? It could possibly interrupt at the right time. Or we could get severely punished countered actually. Wait a minute.
With punish. Gonna get a safe shot there. Daigo still not biting. Gets hit with a counter hit on the shin kick.
Oh,
this
Lordy.
is huge.
A wild haymaker from the side of Tatarian.
Drive all the way. Daigo needs a little bit more drive gauge where he commits to something big, but Chris T getting those perfect parries on point. There's that walk speed. He's gliding across the floor there.
Go check.
Forward throw. Building on it.
Slowly but surely, Chris Tatarian trying to encroach on the space. He's got it. Just barely. It's 900 health Akuma. 9,000, excuse me. Wait a minute. And he's got it. Chris Tatarian continuing the win streak now. And the Bandits with their full embrace. 20 points on the board now. You could feel it. They're starting to wake up, Jammers.
This is it. Sometimes you just got to get those first game jitters out of the way. And you can see how much that means to him, but not just him, for Team Bandits as well.
Amazing, by the way. The support system all around the arena overall, trying to find success against N in general. Wasn't able to do so. Last interaction he had with Leshar right before getting into grand finals. Even so again, right? Booce finally ready, going up against Fuudo, doing the anchor match. Talked about how imperative these points are for the Bandits camp. Again, 20 points could be a possibility. We could get a reverse sweep as well.
Look at that. Shout outs to the cameramen in this arena. They have been getting amazing shots throughout the event.
The way he jumps into his jacket is cool every single time, by the way.
I need me one of those jackets, honestly. All right, here we go. Battle of the Blondes.
You know, Jammers, you're so oh, the flicker. Already ringing true, the offense. Currently ringing coming from the side of Fuudo. Let's see what the containment unit is like against the Concrete Wolf. Uppercut, you know it. Oh boy.
Okay. Goes for a throw instead of a light punish there for more damage, but gonna burn out. Booce here is Fuudo. Yeah.
Forced to eat it right. No level 1 to save you off of that one.
And that's way more deadly as a meaty against weight cut level 1s because it's a projectile, but it isn't. Because obviously it beats level 1s, but it pulls you in for the plus frames, and he's like +8 or something like that. So
Disgusting.
that's putting it nicely.
We do get the Cobra. That was a counter hit. Down below, little mishap. Confirmed from the side of Fuudo. Oh, what a punish against the low medium kick. Animal Control Services. Fuudo, he's on it.
Oh, try to run away. Gets the conversion into medium burn knuckle. Good throw tech there. And another burn knuckle. Starting to be really obstinate. Very adamant on just sending. Yeah.
A little bit too close. I don't even think Fuudo moved an inch forward. I think that was just mostly on Booce's behalf, no?
That might have been all on Booce, but it's neither here nor there because he will be locked up in the chamber for his punishment because it will be infused with Psycho Power. And Booce immediately got out of the seat when the super came out.
So far, so sturdy from the side of Fuudo. Majority of the time, we spend it on the west coast of the stage. That pressure is just too immense. And even so, just like the presence in neutral, who's starting to get the ball rolling with a couple of burnt knuckles, which is something we haven't seen from his first showing against Leshar. Then, unfortunately enough, that was to his detriment towards the end. Slightly misspaced, getting a full-on punish.
But this is the crazy part, right? Fuudo is able to mitigate the amount of damage you do against him. He knows he's going to get hit. He just mitigates it to a fine degree, like literally as fine as grain salt, to be honest with you. Because look how Booce is getting his damage. Burn knuckles, straight light kicks, maybe a grab here or there. It's Fuudo the one that's getting the massive combos.
That's right.
And be able to win that psychological warfare to kind of set your opponent up, engineer a scenario which allows me to consistently land 30% and above. That's not easy to do at the tallest order, so we really got to give it to Fuudo for this. And he's been doing it on the hot seat each and every time, Vicious.
Let's see if he can keep up that consistency. and apply even more damage to the Bandits camp. Fuudo looking so pristine to start things off in that anchor spot.
Oh yeah, we see these game plans come to crystallization for Team Reject here as our Full Fury gets steps back into the plate. Team Gladiator is duking it out, but it is Fuudo who's trying to get his team to a significant point lead here to get them closer to the prize.
Here we go right into game 2. Fuudo. Let's see what he can do against Booce. He's gonna keep him contained right now. Rather aggressive from the side of Fuudo. Oh boy. A little awkward on the kill rush, right? Booce able to check appropriately. Do get a counter hit. Yes, sir. Nice tackle. Immediate get frame kill. Fierce. Mushrooms afterwards. Fuudo trying to find a way out. You know, he had to pay the toll a little bit, but now OD uppercut. This is a huge swing in momentum for the side of Fuudo. Pulls him back in. The flicker. We do get the throw. How do you adjust? How do you get out of here? Create some space.
Oy.
What a punish against the flicker.
That was beautifully placed there. Getting out of the light flicker range and getting that dry brush punish. I love that stuff. He's backing away. He's doing half the work for Fuudo by walking himself into the corner here. But he did that by giving him a false sense of security. And the power geyser with the drive gauge extension will get that round here for Booce. It seems like that's his staple thing against the Ed players. Raw drive brush, crouching light kick because of the extended range. I like that.
A little bit. Great extension. You weren't kidding when you talk about the massive damage that Fuudo finds majority of the time. However, no! Wait a minute!
No heavy power charge there on Booce's end, so he's going to have to pick up the damage from elsewhere. And if he can't do that, you're going to see the expression on his face. No back throw there. There it is. That's what I was looking for.
Trying to inch his way in with a Cobra punch. Willing to risk giving up his turn off a bit. Booce hanging back, looking for an opportunity for a whiff punish, right?
Yep.
Just enough of the tank to get at least one drive rush cancel. Oh, and now even more so.
It looks pretty difficult for him to whip punish at a certain range because I don't think Terry's sweep is as good as people might think it is. That's why he's not catching some of these limbs. He's going to get punished for it. Fuudo going to go for the level 3. He is going to use the Psycho Chamber, burns himself out in the process, takes away that saturation, and will put a round on the board. That's a very big statement by spending that level 3 there, Bishop.
Just to secure the round, Booce now sitting at 2 bars, slight advantage in his favor in regards to those resources. See if he can make the use of it, or even if he gets the opportunity to, right?
Yep, that's a very good call, good point.
Oh my. Oh, that's a great opener.
I literally saw you jump out. You see that? Oh my.
I got jump scared, man.
Oh man. All right, throwing out that roundhouse with malicious intent. Keeping him caged in the corner here, but respecting. Oh wow. Oh dear. I think that was just a misplacement from Booce, to be honest with you. Fuudo didn't move.
It's the second one at that. Jammers is wincing currently at the idea of having all this damage all to Fuudo's lonesome. He doesn't want to share it with anybody. There we go, on the board. Or at least getting some damage in there. That's what we like to see.
Rising Fang is going to replenish as much drive gauge as he can because it is the CA version here. And then he wanted to get a free drive rush cancel, but he's going to have to deal with this cannon vicious.
Oh, I like the idea. I liked the idea initially, but boy, was Fuudo ready for it. Drive rush on in there. I don't even know if it cleared the level 2 properly.
The thing is, you got to deal with the gruesome twosome.
You're doing quite well with Machine.
He was never me in the first place, but
not against me, though. Here we go. Booce versus Fuudo. Going right back into it. I got you, Steve. Don't worry, brother. I got your back. You're going to hold that for the rest of your life. I have to go into it right now. Booce versus Fuudo. I love you, brother. Listen, Jammers, you know what it is. You know what the score is. Terry versus Ed. And you guys should know what the score is going into it right now. 40-20 in favor of Reject. Can they increase that lead in the anchor match, or will Booce tie it all up?
Wow.
Here we go. Oh, sweet Lord Almighty.
If Fuudo didn't move, that would have been on plus on block. Yeah, that medium bird knuckle. But you can tell how antsy he is. You can tell he's dialed up the aggro meter, has Booce, but Fuudo's winning him every inch of the way here.
And a slight micro walk, taking full advantage of the plus frames. But Fuudo still didn't bite. Not even a single ounce of fear. Oh boy.
Almost got the jab here as well. He's really trying to stretch out his options, really be flexible how he can win neutral here. And you see what we were talking about before with the medium power wave.
I saw it.
But to no avail here because the Cobra Puncher end up puts Booce in the corner.
Trying to create space for himself is Booce. Which is temporary as Fuudo. You didn't ask me for permission, young man.
And the crazy thing is, no matter what button Booce is pressing, crouching medium punch is there, crouching medium kick, sorry, is there to just immediately get the counter hit conversion. That's really putting Booce in a struggling position here.
You see kind of like Fuudo goading Booce into a heavier normal off of that heavy punch, right? He'll charge it for a split second to make you think he's going to be susceptible for the whip punish. But now we get that back throw of Booce. We saw Fuudo attempting to take movement. It was good clipped.
It's the block there. That was a very big choice to get that EX quick burn because it's actually been very fortuitous for Fuudo. He does have the level 3 there. That's a trade situation from the kill rush.
Despite Booce being in burnout. Surviving quite well. Now we get a full-on punish counter. Get the party started. Bam. Multiple plus frames.
There's one. Blocks it out. He does it again. That's a lot of meat of Booce is spending. And he's done Fuudo a massive favor here because that will be the Psycho Chamber that locks him up and awards them with another 20 points. Their attack on heavy tank puts 20 points in the bag and gives them that 40-point buffer here in the grand finals. That quick burn was a very questionable choice there from Booce. But Fuudo said, I'll take it, baby. And there you have it.
Yeah, man.